over 40 videos of NASCAR Evolution, and we have reached the final chase of the playthrough. The Season 3 chase is about to begin. Let me refresh everyone on the standings. We got 4 wins, so we only finished, like, where was it in the regular season? It wasn't top 16. Anyway, you can actually see, you can see the Season 1 standings, Season 2 standings. Cool. So as you can see, we finished 15th in both of the first 2 seasons, and we've reached the round of 16. Our goal, make it out of the round of 16. These 3 races is what everything's been leading up to, and it's time to see what happens. We're going into Chicagoland, and I have no idea what's about to happen. This could be close, it could be nothing to worry about, it could be a lost cause. Probably the third one, but let's find out. And once again, welcome back to more NASCAR Evolution. I appreciate everyone who is checking out this playthrough and ready to see how this thing ends. It's been almost 2 years of just on and off, hopping in for some races. And I really like how the thing's set up in this last season where we're doing approximately 10-minute races. And so we got this season to get through, and then we'll be on to NASCAR Heat 2. And I'm really looking forward to that one, so... Can we get anything done? At all? This is the moment of truth, because if we get last, which we probably will, that means not much is going to be accomplished. Because here's the thing, we got 12 bonus points. If you look at our, the last finishes I had at New Hampshire and Dover were 22nd and 18th or something like that, which is going to be really close, so we got to see what happens at Chicagoland and last place. Ugh. Man. But hey, that's just qualifying. That's just qualifying. Here's the real deal. Let's do it. And there's our spotter, Bobby Lapani, next to us. I want to be down here if I don't get blocked by Atlantic Castle. Let's make it 3 wide. I feel like draft is going to be very important, but like, we just need to make as many spots as possible. And hope that maybe 1 or 2 of these playoff guys have a bad day. Here's the thing, I was closing in overall on the playoff guys going into the playoffs, and with those 12 bonus points, like, here's the thing, I didn't see the regular season standings, but I think if you had given me 12 points, I would have maybe been ahead of some of those guys, so, what I'm saying is, it's gonna be really close, if I beat these guys. I really think the only reason I got 15th in the last 2 seasons is because we would get a lucky win, and then I would beat one person who was in the playoffs because of an upset win. But we don't have any upset winners this season in the playoffs. So, yeah, and I hate that I'm calling it playoffs, but that's just, and this, you know, at the time of recording this, just what we call it. So, it's natural habit. But we are getting some spots, though I don't think we've passed any playoff drivers yet, because we don't have any, like, we don't have A.G. Allmendinger or Casey Mears or anyone like that in the playoffs this time around. It is your most reasonable playoff field, honestly, so I didn't see where they were qualifying either, but I still don't see any. But hey, a top 20 would at least keep us in the picture. Yeah, this is the video that all matters. This determines where we finish in our last season. If we'll finish around where we were, or if we're gonna make it the furthest we've ever made it. Even if it's a round of 12 run, I'll be content with that. But this one video, there's a lot of pressure coming in on it. I'm gonna be kind of gutted if I don't. Though I at least feel like we have a better shot than we did before. So that's something. I feel like it'll be close if we do miss. Especially because, like, we're actually not doing that bad here. We're running mid-pack again. And also, we may have gotten some upgrades since that. Well, I don't think we had any since New Hampshire, but we might have had some since Dover, so. We're running some good laps, too. Apparently. Here are in the top 20. Bad news, still no playoff drivers that we've passed, unless there's some way back there. They're all having reasonable days. I wish we were seeing, like, remember Martin Truex Jr. was at the very back of Bristol? Can we have something like that happen again? Like, he was just naturally running at the very back of the field, and it would be nice to have that again. And now we have to deal with these cars. But there's our first, and one of the guys we gotta beat, Jamie McMurray. It's gonna be very important that we finish ahead of him, at the very least. And then, like, we won't be that far behind everyone else to where those 12 bonus points should keep us in the game. So, how much time we got? A few more laps to at least try and get a top 20. But Ryan Blaney is giving us a run for our money. Finally, we are right behind Jamie McMurray. So here's the thing, though. It's not good enough to beat one playoff car. We gotta beat 3 other guys. And again, I don't see any of those directly in front of me. Every spot's gonna matter with how tight it's gonna be. So I need to finish ahead of as many cars as possible. If I got these 3 up here, that would be great. That would be best case scenario right now. So I gotta lock in is what I'm trying to say. But even then, these aren't playoff people. All the playoff people are top 15 besides McMurray. And again, I'm sorry I'm calling them the playoffs. We're just gonna have to deal with it. This is gonna be close. We need a banger lap here. I didn't know. I wasn't sure what could be done there. Okay, I think we got Menard and maybe Dylan, but we're not gonna get Danica. Photo finish for 17th, but we're gonna get it. Woo! What was the gap for that? Oh, man. Here's the thing, you never know. That photo finish could determine if we make it to the next round. 8 1,000ths of a second. But the only playoff driver we beat was Jamie McMurray. But we weren't that far behind some of the others. And we should be above the cut line. But we still have 2 more races to try and not suck in, so. 8. We are 5 to the good. This is really close. It's like all the playoff drivers finish in the top 20. We need some of these guys to have bad days and have it not be us. So one more look at the standings. Hold on, Chase Grid's a separate thing, I forgot. Johnson's locked in, what a surprise. And that, you know, I don't see myself winning any of these. The only playoff race I think I can win is Martinsville, but I don't know if we can be in the round of 8 by Martinsville, so yeah. This is what we're looking at. It's going to be close, but I definitely think Newman, McMurray, Larson, and then either Elliott or Truex is who we probably need to beat to get into the round of 12. From there, a round of 8 would be a miracle. A round of 8 appearance would be a miracle. Just checking the recording. Alright. I'm about to give New Hampshire a go. Can you beat me? Give it a go. That's an inside joke. Me and friends are playing one of the NASCAR games online, and we've run into a player whose name was, I quote, "Can you beat me? Give it a go." That was the actual username. So, we just kind of quoted that for a while. Can you beat me? Give it a go. Because, like, bro was so confident that you couldn't beat him. And I'm pretty sure U was the letter U as well, so. And I think it was, like, all lowercase. It was hilarious. The kind of usernames you see on Steam, and I assume other consoles, is hilarious. See, I'm a PC gamer, and also Nintendo, but Nintendo, I don't do as much social games on Nintendo, and plus your Nintendo Switch usernames are, like, very limited in characters, which is stupid, and hopefully they fix that for the next console, but yeah. Also, my finger's starting to get sore on this joystick. Hopefully that doesn't mess too much up. P20, that's actually really good. We're cooking. Amanda Benedetto qualified ahead of us. Jamie McMurray on pole, that's worrisome. AJ's up here. Did we beat anyone that we need to be beating? Truex had a bad day. Larson had a bad day. Oh, that's good. That's pretty good, actually. Let's not throw this. Okay, black screen again. Cool. Race is going green. Every spot matters to get into the round of 16. And that was really bad. But we didn't take any damage yet. Yeah, starting on the outside was pretty bad for us. Our only way gaining spots is going to be sending it. But hey, seeing Benedetto up here is good, because that means worse days for some of these other guys. Again, unless Truex and Larson come flying through the field, we should gain a lot of points on them. And we just passed Elliott as well. And I'm not too worried about Dover, considering a top 20 looks likely there, so. Though, again, we could always choke. We choked at Pocono. We finished, we could have probably finished 10 positions better if I had not choked at Pocono, so. And we've choked even worse in the past. So. 10 more laps to try and maybe get a top 10 here. That'd be cool. But we keep racing these non-playoff goobers that are in the way. And they're allowing people to catch up. But they're also non-chase people. I need to start saying chase.
Hold your line. Clear high.
I think it's just kind of awkward nowadays to say it with there being drivers named Chase. Which, yeah, Chase Elliott was in this season too, but I'm sure, I wouldn't be surprised if having Chase Elliott in the field is one of the reasons they got rid of that name. But also, if we'd still had that name in 2020, Chase winning, I think Chase winning the chase in 2020 would have made people really mad, which would be funny. So, yeah. So now we're in 14th securely, but I'm not sure if tire wear can mess us up. We don't, okay, we do have damage, front damage again, but we seem to be doing okay. I'm good with running 14th, honestly. but we do need to, like, I'm short of breath right now from how hard I'm working to stay in the playoffs. So part of it is just because of health problems I don't really want to get into right now. It's nothing too serious, but it is making me a little short of breath. Not to mention all this talking. So I'm just gonna lock in for a little bit. But then anytime I say that, I just end up yapping more. Because I like saying what's on my mind. And that's something that I get to do with these videos. One of the main reasons I like to do it. So anyway, let's put Johnson out of the way.
Still there?
That'll be a playoff guy to finish head of, and then Newman as well.
Still there? Clear high. Car high. Clear high.
Like, this has been this race and the last one, I've been on the edge of my seat. I mean, not literally. I'm definitely not on the edge of my seat literally, but like,
5 laps to go.
it's been very exciting to me at least.
Still
All
there?
the pressure adding up to where we are now, and that's what they want with this playoff format, which I understand. But it's still manufactured. But I don't want to get into actual NASCAR politics. It's just a game. So anyway, Tony Stewart wants around us, which wouldn't be the end of the world, but again, every spot matters. I don't want to be out of the round of 12 by like 1 point. I would probably cry if that happened. So,
You're all clear.
yeah. Johnson's still there as well. It's going to be close. But a top 15 does seem like a good story. I mean, I think we're ahead of 3 or 4 playoff drivers right now, which is good. And again, the ones that are beating us, they're not beating us by that much. So, someone's drifting up there. I think that's Brad. But yeah, I don't think I can. I hit a little pothole there. I don't think I can hold off these guys much longer. Tire wear is getting to me. Well, we have caught up to Hamlin, who's really slow.
Still there?
We really sent it in there. So here goes all our speed on exit. But yeah, it's getting dicey.
Here you go.
I really don't want to wreck. Just 2 more laps.
Car high.
We're gonna have to let Stewart up there.
You're all clear.
Send it down below. I'm not really trying to beat Hamlin. He's just in the way. So they really could have passed me down there. They just didn't try to. I honestly could have gotten past right there. 1 more lap for a P12, which I would be pretty satisfied with. Good exit there. Not something I can say a lot. So I think we got it. I do worry not really worry, I do wonder if Tim McMurray won. If McMurray won, it would make it a little harder for us to get in. Because he would be one of the easiest guys to beat. And if he locks in, it's going to be a little harder for us to get through. But hey, good result. Good result for us. 12th is on par for a round of 12 appearance. So, and we beat Johnson, we beat Truex, Larson, Elliott. Good day for us. And McMurray didn't win, even better. Oh man, I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty after that one. Oh man. Even then, it's gonna be close. Oh, it's gonna be close. 8 above, which is pretty good. considering, again, Dover, we finished, I think it was 22nd at Dover. So with that in mind, we should be pretty fast there. If we don't mess it up. 18th at Dover, 22nd was New Hampshire. But we didn't even get any upgrades since New Hampshire, but we finished 10 spots better. So we got a shot to do pretty decent here. But one more time, here's our chase grid. I think the main drivers to watch that we beat are McMurray, Newman, Elliott Larson, Truex. I don't expect Hamlin to miss the round of 16, but who knows? It's Denny Hamlin, anything could happen. As for that upgrade, we're probably going to get it by the end of the season, but I don't know if we'll be in the playoffs by then, so that sucks. But let's just see what happens at Dover. The race that's going to determine if we're going to be better than the first two seasons, which, even if we miss the round of 16, we can still finish 13th. And my goal is to finish better than 15th, which we did in the first two seasons. So I do honestly think we could finish 13th in points if we miss the round of 12. But I want to do better than 13th. And if we get stuck in the round of 12 results, who knows? We could be looking at like 11th, which I would be fine with. So let's just see what we can get done at Dover. Car feels pretty good, not gonna lie. Maybe a little slow on exit. Really cutting it close with the wall. 27th. Could be worse. Please tell me some of these guys did bad. Truex did kind of bad in that set. Clint Boyer on pole. Whatever you say, game. So we got some work to do. We got some work to do.
The race is going green. There's a green flag.
Even a top 15 would probably be fine. A top 20 would be close. Would be worryingly close. If we finish back here in the mid-20s, then it's probably over. We got a Boyer way in the inside again. I didn't want to bully that much, but okay. There's our good old yellow front bumper that we always get. This is just a very hands-on track. It's about to get physical, you know? Let's get physical, physical. I wanna get physical with you. Okay, I suppose we could be doing worse at P21, and we did get 18th here last time, which 18th would be cutting it close. That'd be cutting it real close. It also really depends on where these other guys finish. We should be good with Truex. So that's like one less car to worry about, but there's a lot of factors at play. These next cars in front of us, not playoff drivers. We gotta get them out of the way. We gotta get these spots. At all costs. And while I said I wouldn't wreck someone like Kyle Larson to get 16th in the regular season points, I can't say the same for a round of 12 spot, so just keep that in mind. But hopefully I won't need to. Hopefully I won't need to. There's Harvick. Except we're gonna get bullied by Almirola, yep. Running in the middle of 3, not ideal. Good run on the outside. Car's got decent pace. And now we are running single file, which is ideal for me. So we'll see what happens. We still got 10 laps to go. I'm actually looking pretty optimistic. As long as we don't touch that pit road line, Why does the pit road line go all the way up there? That's kind of dumb. I'm not sure where the game actually triggers it, but that does look kind of dumb.
Still there.
I got really close to touching at Richmond. Doing it here would be even more embarrassing.
Still there.
But hey, running ahead of Harvick and Busch is good.
Stay low.
The problem is those guys are probably making it in regardless. We need to be beating people like Newman,
Clear on.
McMurray, and people we're currently not beating. So, or people we currently are beating in the standings that are ahead of us, because there's a few of them. Elliott's currently one of them. I think Hamlin's also up there, but like I said, Hamlin's probably going to catch up to us, which is fine. But we need to watch Elliott, Larson, Truex, and we're ahead of a couple of them, but like Elliott, Larson, Truex, Newman, McMurray. And right now, some of those guys are running pretty good. Minus Elliott. I think we can get Elliott. And from there, it's going to be close, I'm telling you. We're 8 to the good. Which I think means, unless those guys win, which isn't that likely, I think we'll be good, but I would love to, get a top 10 and ease the worries a little bit. But once again, those two guys ahead of us are not ones we're battling. All the guys that we're battling are just having good races. The only exceptions like Martrix Jr., who is widely inconsistent in this game, where he'll either win the race or he'll finish 20th. Boyer's also pretty inconsistent. I mean, he just had a top 10, and he got pole for this race, right? Now he's here in 11th. That's not surprising, though, but I do wish it was someone like Newman in his place. Someone we can, secure a spot over. And honestly, if we do make it in, it won't be by more than 12 points. Like, those bonus points make all the difference. I mean, okay, without the wins, we wouldn't even be in, so that's one thing. But, like, getting 4 wins, like, even if we had not gotten one of those 4 wins, then, we might not make it. So Dylan got around us. I mean, this doesn't really make a difference because neither of these guys are in the playoffs. But yeah, Dylan's fast. Actually, if Dylan, I don't think Dylan. No, we don't have enough time to catch anyone else. But if Dylan passed some of those guys, I wouldn't complain. But yeah, this is going to be ridiculously close. Where I feel like I need that one extra point over Dylan. Imagine if Austin Dillon is the reason I miss. So yeah, there's so much numbers running through my head right now. I think we're just going to have to wait and see if I make it or not. It's going to be really, really, really close. And it also depends on where these guys are running, but we won't have to wait much longer. Did we make round 16 with a P12 finish at Dover? We're about to find out. We drove her tail off in those races, I can tell you that. Woo! 6:45. Oh, Harvick with trouble. He might be out from that. Third for Newman, though. I think Harvick's out because of trouble in the race. That might be what we need. Oh, we're good. We're good. We're in by 3. Oh. That means if we had one less win, I think we would still be in, but still. Wow. Wow, that's crazy, man. It'd be even closer if Harvick hadn't had that issue. But we did it. We're into the round of 12, guys. Yippee! For the first time, we have gotten out of round of 16 purgatory. Here we are. Two invited blood. Oh, McMurray and Newman made it in. Can we make the round of 8? We're gonna need some good tracks to do that. So yeah, I'm not as optimistic for round of 8. But a round of 12, I'll take that. That was close, man. So yeah, Harvick's out. McMurray and Newman are in. And yeah. What about regular points? Well, that we can't. Yeah, never mind. You can see wins though. Well, yeah, that's gonna do it for the round of 16 video of NASCAR Evolution. Round of 12 is next. How are we gonna do at Charlotte, Kansas, and Talladega? There's only one way to find out. Hope you'll join me for the next episode of NASCAR Evolution. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Drive 282 signing out.